Across the country, 1 in 9 bridges is considered structurally deficient, but federal and state regulations are delaying much-needed repairs, in some cases up to 10 years. Jeff Pegues shows us some of the public projects tied up in red tape.
When work on the Bayonne Bridge, which connects New York and New Jersey, is done in 2016, supersized container ships from the Panama Canal will pass under its new higher deck. Raising the bridge's deck by 64 feet was considered so crucial to the U.S. economy that President Obama signed an executive order to fast-track the regulatory process. So it took 4 years to get to this point?
It took 4 years, but by infrastructure standards, that's very quick. Most projects take 5, 6, 7, 8, more than 10 years to get to construction.
This is what fast-tracked looks like. Joanne Papageorgis, who leads the Bayonne project, says this is more than 10,000 pages of mandated archaeological, architectural, soil, flora, fauna, and sunlight reports. In all, nearly $2 million in consultant fees before the project even got started.
The holdup is a series of regulations that have evolved over time from a very simple guidelines into layers and layers of complex regulations.
Regulations that required the bridge's operator to study things like the impact of construction on Native American tribes that passed through the area more than 100 years ago. In all, more than 300 groups were consulted. The regulatory process took 4 years, the same amount of time construction on the 5,800-foot span is expected to take. Industry observers say the overall review process is cumbersome and outdated and is putting the public at risk.
There's got to be a way of working more effectively using red tape to protect the public, not to delay the project. And I think it's being misused in some cases.
And it's not just the big projects facing the big bureaucratic hurdles. It's the small projects as well, like this small one-block bridge about 18 miles from New York. It's getting a much-needed $8 million facelift. It's a project that's going to take about 2 years. But to get to this point, it's taken about $1 million worth of reports and 6 years.
In government, everyone gets involved, and the length of a project is ridiculously long.
The Westchester County executive, whose office is funding the project, says the whole process should be streamlined.
There needs to be one agency that shepherds it through quickly, monitors the cost.
Frustrated residents agree.
I don't think it would take that long to build a new bridge. But they're fixing one that's going to take that long.
They're supposed to be 2 years to finish, and I think they might be around for maybe 3, because there's nothing going on here.
Can your business survive that?
I don't think so.
But it doesn't have to be that way. Some projects are completed quickly and efficiently. We found that when this bridge north of Seattle collapsed, plunging into the water below, the governor acted quickly to sidestep years of regulations. The new bridge was quickly put in place in just 4 weeks.
Is that great timing or what?
For CBS This Morning, Jeff Pegues.
It has to be so frustrating. You hate for there to be an accident before people act quickly to fix something that you know needs to be fixed.
Yeah. Just nothing more important than fixing America's infrastructure.
That's right.
Yeah. All you have to do is when you're on a bridge, sort of look up and you see really decaying infrastructure.
Let me make it across.